I think I was always one that like took my health for granted. I've never really been sick before. Really never spent any time in hospital. Summer of 2009, when I first felt the lump, it was like it felt about the size of a quarter.
Okay.
It was definitely like what you would think of as a lump, just a little lump, and mine was like under my breast, and so it was definitely something that shouldn't be there. So I went in and saw her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sure it's nothing. You know, you're too young, but I'm going to send you for a mammogram and ultrasound." And I think that was a big deal, because I think that's what happens to a lot of women. They get the, "Oh, you're too young to have this happen. Let's just watch it." And luckily, my doctor didn't do that, because that really, in some ways, I believe, saved my life. I had a core needle biopsy the following week. These all happened very quickly, and that proved it positive. It was like a huge punch to the stomach. Honestly, that was one of the most difficult parts, was having to tell everyone you love that this is happening to you, and trying to be strong for them, because, you know, it's not every day you call someone up and say, "Guess what?
Right.
I've got cancer." And even saying that sounds really weird, and am I making this up? But I wasn't. I was told the surgery would only last an hour and a half if none of my lymph nodes tested positive. Otherwise, I would be in surgery over 3 hours. And when I woke up, it had been over 4 hours, and I was very crushed that I had tested positive. I always think back to my surgeon, who was like, "You have to be your biggest, advocate for this." And I think that's helped me manage my lymphedema in the way that I have. After the surgery, they gave me about a month and a half to heal, and then I started chemotherapy at the hospital that I received all my treatment. And so I then was in chemotherapy for 18 weeks, where I received it once every 3 weeks for 6 rounds. They gave me about a month off, and then I spent the whole summer doing radiation. And I was it was over 30 sessions that I went through. My boyfriend was the person I leaned on for everything, and he was one that would let me kind of be in my head for a little bit, but then would be like, "Okay, you need to move on and with your life." And he was really great at not letting me dwell on what was going on with me, and I think that helped a lot, because I think it's really easy to get into that spot and just stay there. And not that it wasn't a big deal what I was going through, but life was still moving on, and I needed to be moving on also. And so I think that helped a lot with my mental health. One of the scariest things with having cancer is the unknown. You're going to have to do all these things they tell you at the beginning, and I was so full of worry about what it was going to feel like to have chemo, what was it going to feel like to have radiation, that in the end I got through it. Life goes on, you get through it. It's not pleasant, but I've had so many people be like, "Oh, you're so strong, I don't know how you got through it." It's like, I didn't have a choice. You just get through it. Listen to your body, and if something's off, instead of being like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait and see," I think it's better to be safe than sorry, because my heart breaks for the ones that were told to wait. I don't think you should wait. If you feel something and somebody tells you to wait, I think you should go and find a different doctor and really get to the bottom of whatever's wrong with whatever you're feeling or whatever's wrong with you, because it could save your life.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're proof of that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for taking the time to share your story, and hopefully we can inspire other women, to listen to their bodies and to seek help from a physician, whenever they have any doubt about anything going on. So thank you so much.
Yeah.